Have you ever had frog?
Why do you tell me it was frog? I'm sorry, mommy.
Duck tongue, have you had these before?
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever.
Tonight might be your lucky night. Okay, today might be your lucky day. Hi again, it's Jason, and we are here at Jason's table, shocked and surprised to try some foods that are worth the queue. I have two guests who are joining us today, Galina,
Hi.
Lena or Galina, and,
Yes.
and Mike. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Jason.
Jason, hi.
Nice to meet you, Jason.
I'm gonna ask you a couple questions about your relationship, and you'll have to just tell us, how long have you been dating or boyfriend, girlfriend for?
We have been dating for just 1 month, so we still have a big room to know about each other. But it's like, you know, when it's love at first sight,
Okay.
you probably feel the person.
Oh, sure. They're in their honeymoon phase, so hopefully they'll get everything right. But I'm going to ask you two different questions. If you get the question correct and you have the matching answers, then we get to taste the heavenly dish that has a reputation for being worth the wait, worth the queue. And if not, then we'll taste the dish that's a little bit more considered like hellish cuisine, or a lot of people are scared to eat it. So this particular dish, this is called 樱桃鸭 or cherry duck. It is a type of Peking duck, but the actual breed is called Cherry Valley duck, and the flavor of the duck itself. This preparation has vinegared rice underneath, so it's almost like a nigiri sushi. And the beautiful crispy duck skin on here is also served wrapped in the traditional wrapper here. So this one, this dish was first introduced in Taiwan, there was a waiting list of about 6 months to get a 6 months to get a reservation to eat this duck. So hopefully it's worth the queue.
We definitely need to ask correctly.
Oh yeah!
I already want it.
Okay, and then the second item here is, have you ever had frog?
Like, I'm calming myself down, sorry.
So this is in fact frog. It has been cut up into different pieces in stir fried. There is basil here, and then some ginger slices and some chili. So it's a little bit surprising for some people, a little bit shocking for others. But hopefully you'll get your answers correct, and then we'll get to have the duck.
I'm sorry, Mr. Frog.
This is a little tricky because you haven't known each other that long. But if Galina were to say, Mike, what is your most annoying habit?
You know, when you're on honeymoon period,
Yeah.
you never say like,
Don't be that
I don't like.
All right, are you ready? Galina, what would you say is Mike's most annoying habit? Can you show us? It is...
I think he sometimes talks too loud.
Oh,
man.
And Mike,
Sorry,
what would
Mike.
you say that Galina thinks you're most annoying?
It is embarrassing too.
Oh, snores like a lion. Okay.
It's better than talking too loud.
Well, both of them have to do with things being loud, right? So,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, so now you have two annoying things about you.
Annoying boy.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to pass on this one for now.
Okay.
And we get to try the frog. Tianji in Chinese. Tian meaning from the field, ji meaning chicken. It is chicken from the rice fields or the aquatic place, so it actually should taste somewhat like chicken, the texture. Let's test this. Cheers.
Cheers.
It actually tastes like chicken.
Does it taste like chicken?
Yeah. Why do you tell me it was frog? I'm sorry, mommy, for watching this. It's chicken
From the field.
from the field.
It's a little bit sour. The meat, it tastes exactly like chicken meat. Probably like I have more bones just
Sure.
because it's like a small body.
Yep. So maybe a little bit shocking, a little surprising, but ultimately
Yes.
pretty tasty. I think it's tasty. All right, so because you guys didn't match on this question, I'm gonna have to taste test this one for the folks watching.
Oh.
So I apologize while I take a look here, and cheers.
I'm so jealous, right?
That's
Yes.
really good. So you get the chewiness of the skin. It's a little bit crunchy, a little bit of sweetness.
Yeah.
And I think the vinegared rice, if you've had sushi before,
I
the
love
little rice texture, a little bit sour going in there, it's a nice balance of things. So would I wait to eat this? I probably would. So, okay. Well, hopefully you'll have a chance to taste another one of the dishes worth the queue. We have another set of questions, but let's bring on the next set of questions. 2 items now on our table. This one is the iconic sweet dessert of Taiwan. It is the pineapple cake. Pineapple cake is usually made with a short crust pastry on the outside, and the inside is a lovely pineapple filling. The other item here we have
Pig's blood
cake.
cake.
This is made from pig's blood that is cooked with glutinous sticky rice.
Okay.
And then it's formed into a bar, and there is a slightly sweet sauce that is put on top of it, peanut powder, and
Okay.
a little bit of cilantro. All right, so question is, what is Galina's favorite dish or favorite food? You can turn your
I
board
said
around.
anything Italian,
Anything Italian?
pizza, pasta.
I was not sure.
Yes, wonderful.
And surprise, surprise, Italian food is my favorite food too.
Oh, really? Okay, fantastic. So maybe a match made in heaven. And here we go. Here's your reward. We get to have a cake. So please help yourself. You can take a whole one. You can take a half one. I love these.
Cheers. Man, this is one of the best pineapple cakes I've ever had.
I wish it was everywhere around the world because Taiwan is just like
Yeah.
it has so many tasty food.
That's what I did when I went to India for the first time after coming to Taiwan. And when I offered these to my neighbors and kids around my house, they went crazy over it. They said, "We want that." And they called me next year, like, "Hey, coming back? Don't forget to get me pineapple cake.
Yeah.
And even if you don't come, just send it to me. DHL." Yeah.
I guess it's my job now because you both matched on your thing to.
Good luck with
This
that.
one's for me. All right.
Only make hapla, we don't wanna go war. So only make hapla, we don't
Mike, do you want to have a try?
You know what? When he mentioned what was inside it, I mean, beside the
Have you
blood.
had this before? Sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full. Have you had this before?
I had this once in Hogo, in hot
Oh, yeah.
pot. They put pig's blood cake in hot pot, right?
Yeah.
But I
All right, Galina,
good.
go for it.
good.
Try
I'm
it.
good.
You know what? I'll have one
I
bite.
can share.
Try a little bit, yeah. Take a bite, just watch out for the skewer. What's the texture like?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
This is good. I would eat this all.
It's just the name. You know, we should change their names and everybody would love them. Call it sesame paste.
Call it
And people,
sesame
yeah.
paste. Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Are you
Just-
alright?
I'm
I just want to thank you two both for stopping by to try some foods worth the queue here in Taiwan. I'm very pleased to say that you did answer one of the 2 questions correctly. You did get a match, so I think we're feeling nice today, and we're going to give you the reward.
Oh, thank you.
And so the reward for something for you to take home, I think you'll be pleased. So
Thank you.
a nice
Thank
box
you.
of-
It's not sesame pig's blood cake.
welcome to Christina.
Hello, how are
Welcome
you?
to the show, and Brian.
Hello
welcome
there,
to the
Jason.
show. Nice
Thank
to
you.
meet you.
You too.
So, how many years have you two been married?
Is it 3?
3?
It's 45.
45!
Yes.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
amazing. How long have you been living in Taiwan?
Over 27 years.
Okay, wow.
Yes.
So you folks are the experts. I'm just the visitor here. So, the first item that you may be able to taste, let me open the steamer.
Yes.
And I'm sure you've probably seen
Oh,
this
yes.
before.
Oh, yes.
It's definitely my favorite.
And these come to us from Ding Tai Fung, the premier gold standard for xiaolongbao.
Yes, and they're some of the best restaurants
Yeah.
in Taiwan, right? One of the
Yes,
best.
and a long queue to get into. Sichuan.
Yes.
Yeah.
1 hour, sometimes 1 hour.
So that's the xiaolongbao. And then our food item. What are these? Have you seen?
It's a duck tongue, right?
Duck tongue.
Duck's tongue.
Okay.
Duck tongue. Have you had these before?
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever.
Tonight might be your lucky night. Okay. So the first question is, what particular habit of Brian's do you find most annoying? I think it's interesting, over such a long marriage, I'm
Yes.
sure there are lots of things you learn about each other, and
Yes.
I think it's a real testament to 45 years of marriage, you've found ways to make things work.
That's the key. Yes.
So let's take a look. Christina, what did you say? He wakes up too early for me. So what time does he tend to get up?
Sometimes 5, sometimes 6.
Okay. And Brian, let's take a look at what you thought she would say.
Completely different.
Oh, really?
So it says,
I don't ask her opinion about something, I presume too much.
is that true?
Is that true too?
Yes, because usually we are East meets West. So whenever we have opinion, it's like the Beatles song. You say yes, I say no. So sometimes when he think that I think this way, but actually I probably the opposite.
Yeah, so I should ask more.
Okay. But I think it's good to know, even in a 45-year-long marriage, there's always things to learn about it.
That's right. That's very true.
And because you didn't have the same answer,
Right.
we are going to sample the cuisine here.
Okay.
I mean, if you really had never seen this food before, I had no idea what it almost looks like an insect. Okay, cheers. Cheers.
Yes.
That's quite a nice
Very
taste.
tasty.
How would you describe the flavor? What are you tasting? There's a little bit of kick on
Yes.
there. Okay.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit spicy.
There is a little bit of skin texture, kind of collagen-y, a little bit chewy. It's braised very well, the flavorings.
It
nice.
is.
Yes.
It has a little bit of spicy kick. Okay, so enough of that one. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but since you didn't match on that answer response, I'm gonna have to assume the duty of tasting our heavenly delight. That's you queue for. These are in fact the xiaolongbao from, and this is a little bit of black vinegar. And they traditionally serve it with a little bit of cleansing ginger,
Yeah.
in
Very nice.
some nice vinegar. I'm gonna take one for the team. Excuse me. Cheers.
I'll be mouth watering.
I bet it's good, huh?
It's delicious. The filling is very well flavored.
Yeah.
The skin, even though it's very thin, it has a nice texture to it. It's chewy al dente. And that little bit of ginger on the top just really freshens it up. So
Nice.
it's a lovely little bite. So that's a xiaolongbao. Okay, another chance to try another food that is worth the queue. Let's go on to our second question. We are on to our next set of dishes. This is fried chicken. People in Taiwan love their fried chicken.
Yes.
There are
Yes.
all sorts of different brands and varieties and flavors and preparations. Some of the places you have to queue up to maybe an hour or two to wait in line for
Amazing.
this one. So this is one of those. All right, and our item coming from maybe the other end of the spectrum. This is in fact eel. It is traditionally stir-fried in kind of a slightly sweet, slightly vinegary preparation, but it is an acquired taste for many people. Hopefully we'll get to taste this one. I have one more question for you both. So the question is this time, what is Christina's favorite food?
Favorite food. Okay.
You know.
I think that's tricky though. I know when I eat things, I have so many things that I love. Brian, let's take a look at what you
Okay,
had to
I
say.
wrote roast duck.
Roast duck. And then why would you say roast duck?
Well, I know that she likes to eat it maybe like every week.
Oh, okay.
So this is one reason.
Oh, wow. Okay, Christina, let's take a look at what you said. What your favorite food is? Roast duck! Okay, wonderful. So let me take this from you.
Sure.
And I'm very happy to say that we get to taste the food
Yes.
that people have to queue a long time for. So,
Thanks. I like the fact that the batter is quite crunchy, and it is different from Western batter, right? It is similar to tempura.
oh, yes.
Yes, and then the chicken is well cooked, but then it's still very tender, right?
So please continue with your chicken as you please, and I will be yes.
Really,
Yes.
guinea pig.
Enough said. Okay.
You like it, right?
It's slightly sweet. The texture is pretty firm, so it's almost like a firmer fleshed fish, like a salmon texture.
Yes.
Pretty delicate, but
Yeah.
the flavor is actually very nice. And the way that they
Yes.
cooked it, it's high heat in the wok, so you get that little bit of charred, kind of smoky flavor, like wok hay.
Yes.
This would go great with some rice or some noodles.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I would say that actually this dish is most Taiwanese favorite, but it just so happens it's not our favorite.
Okay.
That's all. So it's not like it doesn't taste good. It actually tastes excellent. But just so happen, everybody, different strokes are for different folks, right?
Oh, absolutely. So Christina hit the nail right on the head. Folks who love this, they will queue in line to wait for this to get the most delicious version. So wonderful. So I just want to thank Christina and Brian for coming today. And they got 1 out of 2 questions correct. I think that's worth a reward. A little sweet dessert for you two.
Thank you very much.
Thank you both for joining me today. 45 years of marriage. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And thanks for joining me to sample some foods that are worth the queue. Just like Christina said, looks can be deceiving. Just because it's not your cup of tea doesn't mean it's not delicious. Hope you will join us next time for Jason's Table Shocked and Surprised. And we'll see you next time.
Okay. Thank
bye,
you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody.
For more information, check out the website and don't forget to download the Taiwan Plus app and like and subscribe our YouTube channel so you can stay updated on the latest news and developments.